physician said, well, I guess you're ready to hear it now. She has Alzheimer's. What's really remarkable is the things that stayed intact are her ability to play music, to read music, to learn new music.
The inspiration for this film started to come into my mind last year when Buna was no longer in the ensembles and I missed her so much. And then I started to play with her, and then I was in absolute amazement how well she was playing. I thought, how is this possible? This is unbelievable. This has to be filmed. Beautiful. Yeah, keep going. Beautiful. But this one, remember, when you see that, you get really happy.
I do?
Yeah.
I can't remember how I became interested in recorder. It's a very easy instrument to play. Music is accessible, and it's very nice. I enjoy it. Well, my father was a professional musician. He has written music. He was a composer and a pianist. I guess he was born in Latvia or Lithuania, one of them. This apparently is my father's music. Fantasy for Hebrew Melodies, J.M. Kadashevitz, Song of the Unemployed. If you gave me time to prepare, I would know.
I did used to play with Buna in several ensembles, recorder ensembles. I always thought this is a wonderful musician. I started to play duets because I missed her so much. And I've been playing with her every Friday. My mother also had Alzheimer's. Many times I would go back to Holland to do my part in caretaking. And when there was no communication possible, and the only way I could calm her down was to sing with her. And I knew, of course, if I play music with Buna, it would be the same thing.
As I was growing up, I remember, in addition to listening to music all the time, that my parents were in recorder ensembles. She had been an art teacher and then a librarian, and my dad was an artist, and so we were always involved in music and the arts throughout my life. But we would sing like all kinds of folk songs, but we'd also sing like songs of revolution.
Comrade Lenin in Russia, high in his marble tomb, move over, Comrade Lenin, and give me room.
Mom and Dad met at a communist camp, Camp Unity. Her parents were activists. The artistic community actually knew each other and worked together.
Well, we found out from the Fletches that they played recorders, and we did too. Later on, it got to be that we were actually invited to their homes and played some four-part harmony, and that was really wonderful. Buna was a wonderful musician. We played together with Buna and Fletch for the better part of 10 years. She really was into it, very with heart and blood. She was all there. She was completely immersed in it.
And so when she saw Hardy walk in, she lit up and she was like, "Hardy!" And they hugged and they kissed. And it was instantaneous. So I think that things from her past, from her far past that were salient, still are meaningful to her.
Maybe you could tell people what that means.
Langsam.
Langsam. And what does that mean?
Means slow.
Means slow, and that's in
And
German?
it's a minuet, and it's langsam. You play it slowly.
That's right. Okay. And that's one that's very sweet. Remember it goes, right?
No.
Buna always enjoyed music, playing with us, but she also was a lively conversationalist. We played together for perhaps 20 years,
listen to Doortje and Buna every Friday. Doortje comes on Fridays to play music with Buna. And Doortje's good. Doortje's very patient and very kind. And once Buna is playing her music, you can tell by the way she moves her body and the way she gets into the music. Music is her savior. It's her saving grace. And she'll always have that.
We played it last week, remember? So, bum, bum, yep. 1 and 2 and, yeah.
I've known Buna about 20 years. Buna now goes to daycare. I hate to call it that, that's what it is. The Evergreen Center. And she does that 4 days a week. And so it's Wednesday that I usually go over and help her get ready.
Well, my mom at this point is completely disabled. She functions just by her book, by having people come in and help her.
Do I have a book? Andia, where's my book? Remind me.
And the way she keeps it together is she writes down what she's going to do each day, who she's going to see.
June 3rd? What's today? Margot's birthday. She's 21. Happy birthday, Margot. It says Film Academy. Bring recorder. Where's my recorder?
As her disease has progressed, she just doesn't take pleasure in life to the same extent she used to.
Do I do anything? I watch TV.
If Alzheimer patients have been a musician, they will have a much better quality of life if they continue to play. You know, the wonder of being able to do this again is incredible. It makes them, rather than sitting in front of the television and vegetate, these people are actively busy and they're connecting with people around them. And in my case, I'm connecting with Buna as though she is normal. You know,
I don't even know I'm here.
see, but you are being a star right now. Okay, so 1 and
It's very
2
hard to
and-
say.
Yeah, okay. 1 and 2 and, yeah.
Okay, I remember it.
Here is an Alzheimer's patient who doesn't really know anything. And if you ask a question, she says, I don't know. But you play music, and I will just start to sing it, and she'll say, I remember, I remember. So it's beautiful to me.
Yes, I envy musicians because they have something special that it seems to last after everything else goes. Wish I was a musician.
It's a language that we have amongst ourselves, that we understand. It is non-verbal, it is beautiful, it is from the soul, and it is purely emotional, but totally understandable to me.
I like playing it with Doortje and in groups. I like everything.
Here was this great hope. Oh, it doesn't matter if I get Alzheimer's, because I can always play music. And which is why we call it the movie Playing On, because actually you can play forever, even if you can't talk or understand anything.
goes on.
Yep.
And on and on and on.